Dear students, welcome to my classroom. Today we are going to derive some trigonometric identities which are very important as well as very useful in solving the problems based on trigonometry. Let us take a right angle triangle ABC in which angle B is right angle like this. So here we have right angle at B, so that AC is the hypotenuse. And by Pythagoras theorem, we can write BC square plus AB square is equal to AC square, isn't it? Now, dividing this equation by AC square on both sides, we get BC square plus AB square by AC square is equal to AC square by AC square. Here we are dividing the whole equation by AC square. Now, dividing this fraction into two fractions, that is splitting this fraction into two fractions, we get BC square by AC square plus AB square by AC square, like this. Here the RHS is same. Now, this BC square by AC square can be written as BC by AC whole square. And also, AB by, this can be written as AB by AC whole square. And in right hand side, AC square by AC square is equal to 1. So you can write BC by AC whole square plus AB by AC whole square is equal to 1. Now students, observe this picture. In this picture, BC is the side opposite to angle A. AC is the hypotenuse. So that BC by AC, that is with respect to angle A, opposite by hypotenuse is equal to sine A, isn't it? Sine A is equal to opposite by adjacent, BC by AC. So now this ratio BC by AC equal to sine A as well as AB by AC with respect to angle A adjacent by hypotenuse is equal to cos A. So here BC by AC is equal to sine A and AB by AC is equal to cos A. So we can write it as sine A whole square plus cos A whole square is equal to 1. And we know that sine A whole square to be written as sine square A and cos A whole square to be written as cos square A. So we get sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. This is the most important trigonometric identity. Okay. 1. From this identity, we can derive two more identities. Now, divide this equation by cos square A on both sides of the equal symbol, like this. We are dividing by cos square A. And now, by separating, we get again sin square A by cos square A plus cos square A by cos square A is equal to 1 by cos square A. Here also we can write the sin square A by cos square A as sin A by cos A whole square. Or directly we can write sin A by cos A is tan A. And sin square A by cos square A is tan square A. Plus cancelling, here we get 1. And we know that 1 by cos square A is sec square A. Now, by transforming this tan square A to right side, we can sec square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. This is also very important trigonometric identity. And from this sin square a by plus cos square a is equal to 1, we can derive one more identity by dividing sin square a on both sides of the equation. Like this, sin square a plus cos square a by sin square a is equal to 1 by sin square a. Again, now by separating this fraction, we get sin square a by sin square a plus cos square a by sin square a is equal to, we have 1 by sin square a is equal to cosec square a, isn't it? The multiplicative units of sin a is cosec a. That's why here we are writing 1 by sin square a as cosec square a. Now sin square a by sin square a is 1. And we know that cos a by sin a is equal to cot a. So that this cos square a by sin square a is equal to cot square a. So in this way, we get 1 plus cot square a is equal to cosec square a. So by rearranging the terms, we get here cosec square a minus cot square a is equal to 1. So these three trigonometric identities are very, very, very important. We must remember these three trigonometric identities while solving the problems of trigonometry. Okay. And from these trigonometric identities, we can write some more identities like this. From the sin square a plus cos square a is equal to 1, we can write sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos square a, as well as cos square a is equal to 1 minus sin square a, like this. Okay, sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos square a, and cos square a is equal to 1 minus sin square a. Now, again, from this sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos square a, we can write sin a is equal to under root 1 minus cos square a. Okay. Here also, we can write cos square a is from cos square a is equal to 1 minus sin square a, we can write cos a is equal to under root 1 minus sin square a. Okay. These four formulas that can write from this identity. And one more identity we have is sec square a minus tan square a is equal to 1. From this we can write sec square a is equal to 1 plus tan square a, or tan square a is equal to sec square a minus 1. Again, from this equation we can write sec a is equal to under root 1 plus tan square a. And from this equation we can write tan a is equal to under root sec square a minus 1. And one more identity, we got cosec square a minus cot square a is equal to 1. And from this we can write cosec square a is equal to 1 plus cot square a, as well as cot square a is equal to cosec square a minus 1. And from these two we can write cosec a is equal to under root 1 plus cot square a, and cot a is equal to under root cosec square a minus 1. So we use all these equations in solving the problems. Apart from this, we have some more identities already we know and we discussed in previous classes. That is sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. Because we know that sin theta and cosec theta are multiplicative inverses of each other. That's why we can write sin theta into cosec theta is equal to 1. And from this we can write sin theta is equal to 1 by cosec theta, as well as cosec theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. And we also know cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. From this we can write cos theta is equal to 1 by sec theta, and sec theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. Also tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. And from this we can write tan theta is equal to 1 by cot theta, and cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta, not sin theta here, tan theta. Okay, cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. And also we know tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta, and cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta. Okay, students. So let us start the exercise 11.4, which is based on these trigonometric identities. Okay. So first one, evaluate the following. So here the first one is 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta. So the given one is 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta. So convert all these ratios into sin theta and cos theta terms like this. Tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. Sec theta can be written as 1 by cos theta. Cot theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta. And cosec theta can be written as 1 by sin theta. Now, in first bracket, take cos theta as LCM. And in second bracket, take sin theta as LCM. Then we can write cos theta into 1 cos theta plus sin theta and 1 remains same. Here also sin theta into 1 sin theta and cos theta 1 remains same. Now, in these two brackets and in the numerators, we can observe that first two terms are cos theta plus sin theta, which are same, and third term 1 is also same. So take first two terms as one term and third term as another term. Now it is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which we can write a square minus b square. And here we can write cos theta plus sin theta whole square minus 1 square, which is equal to 1. Here the reason is a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Here a is cos theta plus sin theta and b is 1. So in that way we get cos theta plus sin theta whole square minus 1 by the product of denominators is cos theta into sin theta. Now again this cos theta plus sin theta whole square is of the form a plus b whole square. So by expanding this one we get cos square theta plus sin square theta plus 2 cos theta sin theta, that is a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Minus 1 remains same and denominator remains same. Here the reason is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Also we have cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So we can write this sum as 1 like this: 1 plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus 1 by cos theta sin theta. So here we have 1 minus 1. So cancelling these two terms, we get like this. And we remains with 2 sin theta cos theta by cos theta into sin theta. So in numerator and denominator, we have sin theta and cos theta. So by cancelling, we get 2. So the simplified form of given trigonometric expression is 2. Okay. So observe the problem carefully. And the next one is sin theta plus cos theta whole square plus sin theta minus cos theta whole square. So given one is sin theta plus cos theta whole square plus sin theta minus cos theta whole square. These are of the form a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. So expand these two terms. So sin theta plus cos theta whole square is, we have a square plus b square plus 2ab. That is sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2ab means 2 sin theta cos theta. And in this bracket also we get a minus b whole square form. That is sin square theta plus cos square theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta. Here are the reasons. Now again we have sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So in these two brackets we can substitute 1 in place of sin square theta plus cos square theta like this. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1 plus 2 sin theta cos theta, and in this bracket sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1 minus 2 sin theta cos theta. So here we have plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus 2 sin theta cos theta, which we can be cancelled like this, and now remains with 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. So the answer is 2. And third one is sec square theta minus 1 into cosec square theta minus 1. Students, we must remember trigonometric identities while solving these problems. So sec square theta minus 1 into cosec square theta minus 1, that is given. And we know that sec square theta minus 1 is equal to tan square theta, and cosec square theta minus 1 is equal to cot square theta. So this one is tan square theta into this one is cot square theta. So it can be written as tan theta into cot theta whole square. Okay, like this. Here the reason sec square theta minus 1 is equal to tan square theta, and cosec square theta minus 1 is cot square theta. Now we have tan theta into cot theta whole square. And also we know tan theta into cot theta is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1 square, which is equal to 1. So the answer is 1. Okay. Now let us see the second problem. Show that cosec theta minus cot theta whole square is equal to 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta. So take LHS of the given equation. Here the LHS is cosec theta minus cot theta whole square. So here our required value is in terms of cos theta. So the convert these two trigonometric ratio in terms of sin theta and cos theta. That is, we can write cosec theta is equal to 1 by sin theta and cot theta is equal to cos theta by sin theta, like this. Now taking sin theta as LCM, we can write here 1 minus cos theta by sin theta whole square. And separating this square to both numerator and denominator, we get 1 minus cos theta whole square by sin square theta. Again, we have sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So write sin square theta as 1 minus cos square theta. So here 1 can be written as 1 square, and this one is cos square. So it is of the form a square minus b square. So we can split it into a minus b into a plus b. And in numerator, we can write it as product of 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, like this. So numerator is split as 1 minus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta, and the denominator is factorized as 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. So reasons are a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Now here we can cancel 1 minus cos theta in both numerator and denominator, like this. And now we remains with 1 minus cos theta by 1 plus cos theta, which is our required RHS. So hence proved. Okay. And the third problem is show that under root 1 plus sin A by 1 minus sin A is equal to sec A plus tan A. Again, take LHS under root 1 plus sin A by 1 minus sin A. And now multiplying, dividing the other, multiplying both numerator and denominator by 1 plus sin A, we get like this. Under root 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A by 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A. That is, here we are rationalizing the denominator. And the rationalizing factor is under root 1 plus sin A. So in the numerator, we have 1 plus sin A 2 times. So we can write the numerator as 1 plus sin A whole square. And the denominator is of the form a minus b into a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So denominator can be written as 1 minus sin square a, like this. So here the reason is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Now again we have 1 minus sin square a is equal to cos square a. So that we can write under root 1 plus sin a whole square by cos square a. And now in both numerator and denominator we have square and also we have square root. So by cancelling square and square root we get 1 plus sin a by cos a. Now by splitting this fraction into two fractions we get 1 by cos a plus sin a by cos a. And 1 by cos a is sec a, sin a by cos a is cot a. So this one is sec a plus tan a, which is our required RHS. Hence, we proved the given equation. Okay, students. Let's start the fourth problem. Show that 1 minus tan square a by cot square a minus 1 is equal to tan square a. So take LHS 1 minus tan square a by cot square a minus 1. So here we have to change either numerator or denominator. That is, we have to write this tan a in terms of cot a or this cot a in terms of tan a. So let us change the denominator. That is, let us convert the cot a into tan a. So we can write here 1 minus tan square a, and cot a is inverse multiplicative inverse of tan a. So that we can write here cot square a is equal to 1 by tan square a. And remaining terms are same. Now by taking tan square a as LCM in this denominator, we get 1 minus tan square a by 1 minus tan square a by tan square a, like this. So here we can write it as 1 minus tan square a into tan square a by 1 minus tan square a, in which we can cancel 1 minus tan square a, like this. And now it remains with tan square a only. So this is our required RHS. So LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, we proved the given equation. Okay, students. So that's all for today. In next class, we shall solve remaining problems of this exercise. Okay. See you in next class. Bye.